You keep choosing the wrong people. Or maybe the right people leave. Or maybe everything starts beautifully. And then, quietly, you ruin it. And you don't know why. What if the problem isn't who you're choosing? What if it's something older than that? Something you learned before you even had words. Think about your last relationship. When things got close, really close, did part of you pull back? Or did you grip tighter? Did you need constant reassurance that they weren't leaving? Or did intimacy itself start to feel like a slow loss of yourself? These aren't personality flaws. They're not bad luck. They're patterns. Deeply grooved, neurologically wired patterns called attachment styles. In the 1960s, psychologist John Bowlby discovered something profound. The way a child learns to connect with their caregiver becomes a kind of emotional blueprint, a template the brain uses for every significant relationship that follows. If your caregiver was consistent, warm, and present, your nervous system learned people are safe. But if they were unpredictable, sometimes close, sometimes cold, your nervous system learned something else. It learned to be on guard, always watching, always waiting for the moment. Things fall apart. Here is what no one tells you. You are not broken. You are adapted. Your nervous system did exactly what it was designed to do. It took the environment it was given and built a survival strategy around it. The anxious person who clings. They learned that love requires effort to keep. The avoidant person who withdraws. They learned that needing people leads to disappointment. Neither response is weakness. Both were once protection. Here's what's happening in the brain. When you feel emotionally threatened, rejected, ignored, or suffocated, your amygdala fires. This is your brain's alarm system. Ancient, fast, pre-verbal. It doesn't think, it reacts. And for people with insecure attachment, that alarm is calibrated too sensitively. It triggers on things most people wouldn't notice. A late reply, a certain tone of voice, a moment of silence that lasts too long. Think of it like a smoke detector, installed by a frightened child. It goes off for candles because once there was a fire, and the brain never forgot. So how do you rewire this? Not quickly, not perfectly, but genuinely. Step 1. Name your pattern. Anxious, avoidant, disorganized, secure. Research shows that simply labeling an emotional state reduces amygdala activation. Naming it gives you distance from it. You become the observer, not the reaction. Step 2. Notice the trigger before the behavior. Before you send the desperate message. Before you go cold and disappear. There is a moment, a sensation in the chest, a shift in breath. Learn to find that moment. That is where change lives. Step 3. Trace the story backward. Ask yourself, where did I first feel this? Not to blame anyone, but to see that the fear is borrowed. It came from somewhere smaller, somewhere earlier, somewhere that no longer exists. Step 4. Seek earned security. Psychologists call it earned secure attachment, when adults with painful histories deliberately choose safe relationships and allow themselves to be known. Slowly, imperfectly. Therapy, honest friendships, a partner who stays steady. Secure attachment can be learned. The brain remains plastic. It can build new templates. Step 5. Repair, don't run. Every relationship ruptures. What separates secure attachment is not the absence of conflict. It's the willingness to return. To say, I got scared. I'm here now. Repair is the practice. Here is the one model to carry with you. Your nervous system learned a language of love. In a very small room, with very limited information. It has been speaking that language ever since. Your work, quiet, patient, honest work, is to learn a new dialect. Not to silence the old one, but to speak alongside it. You don't need a perfect history. To build a healthy love, you need awareness, a little courage, and the understanding that the part of you that struggles was always trying to protect something tender, something real. That tenderness is not a liability. It is the whole point. The pattern isn't your destiny. It's just where you're starting from. Want to understand relationships for real? Hit subscribe or stay confused.